Hi everybody, KP StarCraft here. I'm going to be casting a 1v1, kind of a fun match between Hamstray and JAMN, both playing as Zerg. I did not actually control the camera for this match, so we'll see how this works. Up in the top, 12 o'clock position, we've got JAMN spawning as the orange Zerg, and down here in the 6th, we've got Hamstray as the blue Zerg. Now JAMN appearing to go for some drones. That's good, making drones. So got the GLHF, some GM there, some good manners, and Hamstray responds with the U2. That's good. Even typed it out, not just the very easy U2 that you often see in the ladder, but actually U2, Y-O-U-T-O-O. So we've got a scouting overlord going up for JAMN. Now I'm interested to see what these players do. Looks like already have some slight variation. JAMN going for a 9 overlord, whereas Hamstray appears to be going for an extractor trick. Maybe not. Maybe he went for a 9 overlord as well. Maybe JAMN just messed up there a little bit. It could be. I'm not sure. Bouncing back between the two bases here. Oh, double extractor trick here from Hamstray. Looks like he actually forgot an overlord, and I wish we had the production tab up, but as I said before, I can't actually control what we're seeing. Looks like the scouting drone coming out from Hamstray, going to be scouting to the 3 o'clock position first, which is not the right way. That will make him probably lose a lot of scouting time, like an incredible amount of scouting time. Usually you want to scout to the right way first, and I know it sounds like something that's hard to do, but if you're a pro, you usually know exactly where to scout. Hamstray throwing his pull down on 12, which I find a little weird. It does say that in the premium official strategy guide for StarCraft 2 that you should throw your spawning pull down on 12. That's a good build. It tells you to extract a trick and then 12 pull. I don't agree. JAMN going for either 14 or 15 hatch. I didn't quite see, but either way, it's a hatchery before a spawning pool. That's, so looks like we got pretty even supply, 14 over 18 for both players, now 15 over 8 for Hamstray, now 13 over 18 for JAMN. Hamstray appearing to take an early lead, which I'm surprised by, because if we could see the APM tab, I feel like, oh look, waiting for me, that's me, and it's waiting for me. I'm a spectator, in this match. And of course, I don't have a computer that can screen cap, so we had this other guy screen cap, and of course, he did a fantastic job bouncing back between bases. As we can see, Hamstray building a drone here, and JAMN also building some drones. Hamstray looking to be a little supply blocked. You don't want to have 18 over 18 and just start your overlord. You usually want to start around 17. But you never know. Hamstray going for 1 base roaches on far positions, which is odd for me. I don't know if he's... Oh, yep, looks like he actually has scouted the hatchery. If you look down on the minimap, you can see a little blue dot seeing that second hatchery. So 1 base roach, I suppose, if they were in close positions, could shut down a fast expand rather quickly, but we do have a slight supply discrepancy already. 22 over 17 in JAMN's favor. Now this queen is moving out to... I'm not sure why she moved to the other side of the hatchery, but just in case any overlords come along, or, if in case JAMN decides to lift off his spawning pool or something and fly it in for a spore colony rush, that queen will be there to defend, so that's good. You always want to have a queen in a good position to defend. And now Hamstray building an assload of roaches all at once. Looks like he's going to try and roach rush, whereas JAMN throwing up 2 spine crawlers without making any attacking units. And no gas either, so it looks like he's going for a kind of a Spanishiwa style. He's got a little bit of oversaturation in the main, not a big deal. All these roaches coming out for Hamstray, and he really needs to push now to make this efficient. And by now I mean he needs to be in the base now, which he is not, which is going to give JAMN an advantage, especially since it doesn't look like he'll have much trouble holding off this push. The supplies were evened up a little bit, but of course JAMN has no attacking units at the moment. He's making a huge number of drones, and so all of that supply from Hamstray is going to be roaches. All of it for JAMN is going to be drones, and and 2 zerglings. As long as he can hold off this initial push, he will be in an incredible position. And it looks like these roaches are going to snipe these zerglings. Oh, boop 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 pop, and so it looks like we might see a little bit of an engagement here. JAMN a little behind on his larva spews, but that's okay. I saw that Hamstray was too. And so here comes the... How many was that? 6 roaches? 6 roach push, and they look like they might take out a spine crawler, and they do get a spine crawler. This could be kind of effective. Pulling off this other queen, making a couple more zerglings to defend this. and I don't see any reinforcements. Looks like Hamstray is just going to actually expand while he attacks rather than trying to push this. Both queens going down, so that's unfortunate. He's going to run in and start attacking the hatchery. No, okay, hitting the zerglings. And here come more slowlings. Going to get a very good surround, actually, and those roaches weren't even attacking, and I'm confused as to why they let the spine crawlers get up. It looks like that's going to be held off at the loss of 2 queens and 2 spine crawlers, which is kind of a large investment, but of course a lot of roaches is a large investment as well, and JAMN is now far ahead in economy. Looks like he's going to be putting all drones on all 4 gases, rebuilding both his queens, which is going to delay lair tech. Hamstray saying, I've never played in a map this big. Sticky outy tonguey face, which is how I pronounce that. I guess that's an excuse for why his roach rush failed. I mean, I don't know. Ooh, JAMN getting a little bit supply blocked there because of the Overlord kill, but the supply discrepancy is really starting to favor JAMN. His macro seems to be in a lot better shape, although his minerals are getting a little bit high. Not super high, but you want to keep them below 500 until, you have 3 or 4 bases, especially as a Zerg player. And I wish we could bounce back to his base instead of he's doing, but we can't. We do see that Hamstray is throwing up a lair and has not made any attacking units since those 6 roaches, which is usually a good idea. And we see sticking very closely to Spanishiwa's build, throwing up 2 Evo chambers and a lair at his natural. We are going to look at the production tab. Okay, so Baneling's coming down for Hamstray. Not a bad choice considering he scouted all Zerglings and no gas from JAMN when he came up and attacked. The lair and the double Evo chamber, as well as link speed, which is actually going to come out faster for JAMN, which is interesting because Hamstray did go for a more rush-oriented build, but he did go for roaches and I guess decided to cut speed. So I asked him what his thoughts on the game were, Mr. Commentator, and he did not reply because he was too busy clicking on this spawning pool. Actually, he's not clicking on it. He's got the Baneling nest selected. His cursor is over the spawning pool. And if we take a look on the minimap, we can see nothing is really happening. Oh, a third going down now for JAMN. Still making drones. Going to go ahead and upgrade those Zerglings. There's something down in the 4th of the 3 o'clock position down there. I think that might be some Zerglings, if I recall correctly. And now a Spire going down for JAMN, actually, which is something that Spanishiwa doesn't do as often. I mean, he will do it. He will go for Broodlords, but a lot of times he'll get Infestors first. And no Baneling Nest for JAMN, so this could go very poorly for him if he engages Banelings, and it looks like the Zerglings are just going to run by each other, just completely miss each other. I'm pretty sure that they didn't see, neither of them saw the other army. So JAMN is going to engage down here, and Hamster's going to run into the main, uncontested, and looks like he's going to kill a lot of drones, but at the same time his natural is now completely gone, and I think we're just going to see kind of a base race here. This +1/+1 might finish, and actually Hamstray is going to run down to the natural, okay, and hold position his lings, which is decent. I mean, he doesn't need to hold position all of those, and he actually probably could take out the queen and both spine crawlers if he... Okay, the lings just now, they're just not doing anything, and if you look in the minimap, it looks like he's losing his entire base, and actually... yeah, there's the GG. So I think that could have gone either way, especially if it came down to a base race, but looks like JAMN managed to pull it out there. So that was a great game from both guys, and I look forward to casting some more in the future. So thanks for tuning in. KP signing out.